Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? I'm gonna do another WIP and Chat since my mom wants to finish crocheting some sort of shawl in the house. So, alright, working on the Colors of Life by Chuck Pinson, Dreamer Designs, but this is no longer available through Dreamer's Designs, so check out the Diamond Art Club website or app for a similar version of this canvas. I think it might be a little bit bigger and more colors, I think. This one is 80 centimeters by 60 centimeters or 31.5 inches by 23.6 inches. 52 colors, including one AB, which stands for Aurora Borealis, and they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills. Alright, hopefully your crafting and other endeavors are going well. We'll hang out for a bit. Just working on this 3853 kind of color here. Just have a few more. That's the number 9 symbol. Yeah, I think I got my camera to cooperate a little, the camera holder to cooperate a little bit better now. So, yeah. Had the best cinematography on YouTube ever. Yeah. Alright, so that's number 9. Just hanging out. Lower foundational part of the gazebo. Yeah, had been working on the flowers surrounding plant life at the base of the gazebo previously. I had just had some lunch and played a couple cell phone games for a few minutes. Yeah. Mom's like, yeah, I'm really close to finishing this shawl, so I'm going to stay in the house for a bit longer this afternoon, but I still need studio time later on in the afternoon. Okay. So here I am, back out, hanging out for a bit more. And I should probably wash my bedding and maybe install Stray or Rift Apart Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 5. I'm not sure which one to install first, or if I should just do Stray or something. Now, let's see. Yeah, I definitely should wash my bed. Bedding, sheets. Yeah, well, I have the chance to. Yeah, it's clouding over again. I had seen the blue sky for a bit there. And now we got menacing gray clouds coming in. Big fluffy gray cloud. Looks like it wants to rain again. And my dad's just kind of cutting as much of the grass as he can, I guess. Before it gets wet again. If it were to rain. Yeah, I think it's down to 4 teams for hockey, and my dad does not want the Florida Panthers to advance. It's the semifinals. Like, I think there's like 1 or 2 more games to determine. Is that Eastern Conference? Yeah, Eastern Conference would be like the Florida Panthers and hockey. What? Yeah, Eastern. Yeah, Florida's East. And Dallas Stars, I think, is the other Eastern Conference team. Then it's Edmonton Oilers and, gosh, what was the other team? Like 4 teams for the semifinal. Or was the Western Conference determined already? Crap. I don't follow hockey too closely, but Yeah, I think we'll take a peek at the hockey game, and if it's too scary to watch, we'll just end up watching something else. Well, my parents will. I watch hockey in snippets. I think hockey's on during like supper time tonight, so I'm sure the TV will be on a hockey game. Even though these days stuff like that will just get like recapped. Yeah, it'll be reported like nothing continuously. I don't know. I think Panthers look cool. Like, like Wildcats like that. But yeah, I do get like Edmonton Oilers. I think are still around. Yeah, that was the only Canadian team left in the semifinals there for the Stanley Cup. Yeah, be nice if it was changed up, a different team getting it, the Stanley Cup. So, yeah, hockey's just not huge for me. But I'll sit down and watch it. Baseball, not huge with it either. Once the announcers start talking about stats and random numbers, my brain just turns off. It's like, what do these all mean? My dad's like, I don't know. It's like, okay, why am I watching this? It's like, no. Like batting at, like they just try to come up with like a figure for almost every single aspect of hockey or baseball. Stats, averages, and it's like decimal places, and they track where the ball gets hit for like a home run, and then they compare players. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's like, this just keeps going, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, well, I guess people like stats and stuff. Averages and comparing players and for like the video game versions of hockey, baseball, football, tennis, soccer. Yeah, all those stats get integrated into the game and then probably updated during that sports season, where whatever version the game is. I imagine those things get updated because on their EA server or something. I don't know. Electronic Arts usually does those sports games. I think since technology is getting better and it's probably almost like motion capture for the players or the avatars in the game, sports games to simulate movement. Okay, here's 400. So just like a brown. Backwards semicolon. There's a few of these. It's for like the rails. The gazebo here. So that kind of shifted over to the structure of the gazebo now, instead of the flora surrounding the bays. I think the stats and stuff for the players is factors into probably sports betting as well. don't know too much about that either. There's like way too many gambling apps or sports bet apps. You see them advertised during hockey or baseball games usually. It's just like, don't bet more than you can lose. And it's just like, so you really can't afford to be betting on sports. Don't. But if you're gambling, go big or go home. Probably what some people think, but no. It's play within your limit. It should be the proper messaging. I think at least winning like $20 or something off of a wager instead of losing like $200 is fair gain there. It's a lot better. I know it's just like $20, but it's betting sensibly, and you can like bet on something else instead of being in debt. But I don't really gamble either. Well, I do. I play Lotto Max, and like I play instant win scratch tickets. Like that's about my level of gambling. So every now and then. I'll have to see how I did on that Wheel of Fortune ticket. Not holding my breath. It is what it is. Like $3 ticket just to like try it. I'd usually just spend like $5 and get a Lotto Max. The jackpot always seems to be half decent size. Oh, excuse me. It can be a huge 80 million jackpot with some max millions, like $1 million subsequent prizes. It's usually when people buy tickets, it's like, hey, I can win this huge jackpot. But nah. Just a couple million. You don't leave the planet with it after you're gone, so it's just what that money does after you're gone. You're only have it in your possession for a certain amount of time, and it just leaves your hand. Yeah, you do need money to function these days, of course. But if you need millions of dollars, like, just a responsible amount is good, but yeah. I think it's just that mentality of not having to worry about your finances, and then you can just live without debt. It's probably what a lot of people want, or to at least be out of debt, not be in as much debt. But yeah, you kind of have to have credit history if you want to buy a house or purchase a car independently, yeah, car dealerships want to see credit history and whether you're paying bills on time and stuff. Yeah, have to have established credit. Especially when you're buying a house, but I think realistically it's down to, are you paying your bills on time? It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, we'll let you borrow money to live in a house. I'll let you have a house. Yeah, just pay us back in so many years, kind of thing. Yeah. Just basically credit from like the bank for a house, and then yeah, it just seems really difficult to own a house now these days. It probably did like 20-30 years ago. Just the affordability factor in general has really plummeted. Yeah, it's not just anybody can just get a house now. It's like, and even just renting an apartment or something, it's atrocious. Like, way too expensive. You know, and if you had a significant other or a roommate or something, you'd both have to be working and like just possibly get by. Like, it's rough. I don't live here for free. I pay room and board bi-weekly. $360 bi-weekly. So helps with groceries and the bills. And I work like 6 days a week, so eat and sleep here, and then care for a cat. Yep. Yeah, I've watched a couple of the Venom movies, like, just have a couple hobbies, listening to music, word search. Yeah. Diamond painting. Yeah, it's something I do, but could say diamond painting is a hobby, but it's not something I dive into every day at this point. It's like work. But yeah, it have to have some personal time too. I count this as personal time. Still here diamond painting, so it counts. Even though I'm like recording for YouTube, it's still personal time, so that's how I interpret it. That's how I'm interpreting personal time. Indoor biking, yeah. Something I still like doing, but yeah, it's raising money for charity. So, and the being physically active mentality is, yeah, top of the list why I'm doing it. Oh, I am indoor biking. And I know if I were to mountain bike, I'd have to save up for like a half decent mountain bike. The one that's in our shed, yeah, has just been hanging for years. Gears are probably seized up and all that. Frame's probably bent from it hanging. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's a way to track distance with mountain bike, but I don't know. Exercise bike, you just have that dependable balance. It's on a stand. Yeah. Learned how to ride a bike when I was younger, but just that mentality just never stuck. It never became a regular thing that I did. So. Oh well. Glad I have the exercise bike that I found on Amazon. So I could, like, actually do that. And then the raising money for charity, yeah, thing just kind of clicked. Oh hey, measuring my distance for fitness challenges like Conquer or that kind of thing. It's just like, hey, if I can like 100 kilometers to raise like $1 towards charity, then it's doable, it's manageable. And just all I have to do is just worry about biking and then keep track of my distances like 4 or 5 ways. I have like 3 manual handwritten backup distances and times for each session, and then 2 fitness apps that one measure the distance and then records it, keeps a log, but that log clears after like 20 or so rides. So, and then Conqueror, yeah, I input distances there too. That, yeah, keep distance records, I think, up to a certain point. Or does it keep all the distance records I have inputted? Not sure. I just have a written record, so. Because, yeah, for the distances to count for raising funds for charity, yeah, the rides had to be accounted for, each session accounted for separately. Well, I could show that I actually bike those distances. So that was number 1 rule that I stated. It's like, for me to donate certain money to a cause, each bike ride had to be accounted for. So, yeah. There's 1 or 2 sessions where I had to wait for a new bike sensor, a new speed sensor. Because the first one I had wore out, the battery died, so for that instance, I biked for a certain amount of time and then just input a distance for accounting for the period of time that I was on the bike. That's not as accurate. I don't like doing that, but I did that once or twice. Like, I documented the time that I was on the bike, so. And then Strava, I think, takes the amount of time and then the distance and then gives you an average speed for that session. So, yeah, just kind of calculates an average. But yeah, the distance and stuff I input, and then the rest of it is like averaged over time and charted. So I I don't do that technical stuff. I just input distance and time. So the app calculates that, and then yeah, I kind of get a good visual framework of how I'm doing biking wise. My goal is just bike every day, even if it's just like 5 kilometers. It's still measured, better than nothing. Like if I'm busy on a particular day, I at least get on the bike. Like, yeah, just no skipping days. Is a little progress is better than not progressing. And it'd be way too easy to not hop on the bike anymore and have it be a habit. If it just like abandon going on the exercise bike, nah. It doesn't work for me. I've established it as a habit now, so sometimes I go on a couple times a day, split up the ride session. That, like I did yesterday. Went on for a bit. Yeah, 10 kilometers. Got off, did other stuff. And then went back on and went 11. So for those wanting to start exercising, start with a small distance, work on that for a bit, and then slowly increase the time that you're exercising. Take the breaks that you need to, as long as you're raising your heart rate for a certain amount of time. You're still exercising, you're still physically active. Even like 5-10 minutes a day, minimal, whatever raises your heart rate for a certain amount of time in a safe manner. Like, just don't overexert yourself. Don't just launch into something like that. Yeah. If in doubt, speak to a doctor. Yeah. Before you begin heavy fitness regimen. Yeah. Not a physician, nor should you take my advice as yeah, don't take my advice to heart. Just, yeah, start small and then grow slowly. Even just walking makes a huge difference. If you're just starting to get into physical activity, yeah, walking, walk around the block or something, or yeah, spend time outdoors. But yet again, do it in a safe manner. Use your judgment. If it's a really crappy day, yeah, don't go in crappy weather. Just go on a treadmill or something. Go to a local gym. Just get like a short-term membership. Try it out for a month if gyms will let you do that. Yeah, just start being physically active if that's what you're looking to do. But don't overdo it. Just be careful. That's why I just do a bit a day. If I'm exercise biking, I don't go on for a straight 2 hours. I do get up to check the dishwasher, or I have to plug one of my phones in, so I pause the distance counter, go up, do that. Yeah, just get up and do stuff for a couple of minutes, not sit there for the straight couple hours. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I put the main link for Encore. So I'm doing a 10,000 kilometer distance in a year. Yeah. I changed it to 10,000. It was 5,000. I would have been done by now, but yeah. Now doing 10,000. Almost halfway there. I said I was halfway there before, but yeah, I was off by a bit. I'm at like in the 48%, 46, 48% range of being complete. So, yeah. This canvas is no longer available through Dreamer Designs, so check out the Diamond Art Club website or app. I'll just note it down in the description as well, but I like verbalizing it in each video for this canvas. So other than that, take care, all the best with your crafting endeavors / hobbies, and I will see you again soon. Bye.